Oh, oh. And this Scott's tape is cheap. That was my mistake. Should never ever said the name. Hi, I'm Gabrielle, Amazon Princess, Amazon Queen, fighting Scrawled here. And we made one movie, but we removed it. And we had our points for moving it. We're not going to tell you exactly why it was removed, but it was removed. So anyway, on YouTube, and I work for YouTube, but just since I work for YouTube doesn't actually mean that I know all the ins and outs. Doesn't mean I know why the copyright is. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You have copyright, it's all messed up. And for anyone who has ever gotten in a bind with copyright on YouTube knows how besmirching it can be to one's YouTube channel. If you are a YouTube partner, then you risk of losing your partnership and also your Google AdSense. I think so too. If you're a non-partner, you lose your good standing, but you also can lose your channel to suspension or termination. But as a YouTube partner, you lose your partnership too. You could get suspended or terminated. Now, the YouTube copyright system has been it's tied up. It is besmirched. It has been tied up for years. I don't think there has ever been any good way of there. I don't think there was ever an YouTube saga or tale. And YouTube's only been around since 2005 AD anyway. I don't think there ever was a time in YouTube's history, saga or tale, that there haven't been a good copyright thing. Apparently, there is no protection. Apparently, you would think that under copyright law, to my wisdom of it, but don't quote me because I don't know. Apparently, unless you actually own, you actually went through and had your stuff signed, actually had a book that your stuff was copyrighted, whatever it might be, or you were a lawyer, or you represented them, then you could do it. You had to send in your shit. Apparently, anyone can come on YouTube and make up a tale, make up a saga, and YouTube will believe them. And it's sad. You have YouTube partners, and these are non-partners because this affects both of them, who are doing fair use. And next thing you know, they're getting in trouble. And I'm not talking about, actual true copyright here. I'm talking about copy fraud. When someone comes on and makes a fake copyright claim against someone's movie or movies, it would be like, I'm making a movie right now. And yes, we know the doll was made by Toy Biz. And yes, we do know Xena Warrior Princess is owned by Comcast, since they own NBC Universal and Renaissance Pictures. That would be like someone coming on YouTube claiming that they got this doll from Evelyn Renee O'Connor as a gift, and then claiming, well, they had ownership over all Gabrielle Toy Biz dolls. And then going on YouTube and then filing a fake copyright claim. And next thing you know, but no, they don't go on everyone's movies. They go and find the most popular one, the one that's name known, the one that has a lot of views, and they go flag that, So we had this, there's one of our followers, on Twitter and on YouTube. He's called the Boyce Legend, but might be more like he's a... But he does, makes funny movies about the Power Rangers and other four-seer shows. He also plays movie games on YouTube live stream. So today he makes a YouTube live stream talking about how his movies were, his one movie, it was a Crash Bandicoot movie, by the way, was copyrighted, but not by the actual owners. By some follower who had gotten one of the Crash Bandicoot DVD or VHS or whatever from one of the owners of Crash Bandicoot. This fan or follower who got the gift goes on YouTube and then gets it into his head that since he's got a copy of a DVD or whatever it was, he automatically thinks he's got copyright and then strikes on the voice legend. And the voice legend's a YouTube partner. So his copyright strikes are even more crippling than the non-partner, because he could lose his partnership, but he could also lose his channel to suspension or termination. And all it takes is one time. There is no protection. We have been on YouTube for 5 years, and never ever did anyone ever file a false copyright claim on any of our movies. And we made a lot of movies since 2000 and since the beginning of 2014 AD. But it's not hard to get yourself in a bind with copyright. And I'm not talking about those who do fair use. That's different. But there is no protection for this copyright. There's no protection. YouTube does not renderate the difference, doesn't know the same between the legit copy, the true copyright, and the fake copyright. So, and most YouTubers, if they're partners, either they're not partners, they don't really know how to go on YouTube and file a copyright infringement claim or even how to counter one. Like, if it happened to me, I wouldn't know what to do. I would not know what forms to fill out and what information to give YouTube or to claim it, or whether to own or what. I wouldn't know what to do. I'm afraid of copyright. That's why even before, back when we had the Dell computer, and then the Dell desktop computer, and the Dell laptop computer, and the Acer laptop computer, we never really did anything that somebody could come on his YouTube channel and say was, copyright infringement, or could say whatever. So we never did that. Even with the LG computer, we never really did that desktop either. So we know that, you put yourself out there, you're going to get men and women who, for whatever sad point, they just want to try to get you in trouble with YouTube. And apparently, apparently getting men and women in a bind with copyright seems to be the big thing these days. Now, back in the day, it used to be, false flag you. For violating, community guidelines when you didn't. Apparently now it's false flag you for violating copyright when you didn't violate copyright. So that's really what all this movie's really about. Just a sad state of YouTube's copyright and how YouTube needs to fix it. But we know, I work for YouTube, and I know that YouTube will never fix it. And all I do is overlook community guideline violations. I don't overlook copyright, but I know I know that if YouTube has fixed it up how community guidelines go, they need to fix it up how copyright goes. They need to make sure that the actual man or woman who owns the material actually is them who's actually filing it. You just can't go and assume. That's it. I'm Gabrielle Coniston, the Fighting Scroll, Amazon Princess, Amazon Queen. I'll see you later.